are two things you will never escape in life: death and Google. Google will follow you no matter what you say or do, according to a recent report from the Associated Press. Previously, it was believed, and we've seen tutorials on how to do this all over the internet, that you could opt out of Google's tracking services on your phone through various ways, depending on if you're Android or iOS or desktop. But it turns out that doesn't work. So here's what Google had to say on that. Location history is a Google product that is entirely opt-in, and users have the controls to edit, delete, and turn it off at any time. As the story notes, we make sure location history users know that they disabled the product. We continue to use location to improve the Google experience when they do things like perform a Google search or use Google for driving directions. However, that was found to not be the case by both Wired and AP, who found that if you check the weather or use your browser, Google will ping your location and it is trackable.
Right, so I think that Google is doing a poor job initially of explaining how they're still using location data, because obviously like your location is going to, some of your things just won't work.
Some of the apps are unusable.
Right.
You can't use maps, weather, but Chrome, it seems like you should be able to not.
Well, and even then, one of the things this story talks about is that it turns out they were still logging your locations.
And saving it.
And saving it, right? That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem if you were saying, oh, no, it's fine, we're not recording this, but it turns out we are.
So it's a little ethically questionable what they're doing with this. I mean, we know realistically you have to have location services on for some of the functionality of your phone. We'll see what they actually end up doing. My guess is nothing.
Right. I mean, what's the penalty for them? You know, a little bit of this is me, you know, coming this somewhat cynically. There's, you know, that Google and Apple and everybody else is using the data. Like that data is extremely valuable to them. And really, if you really want to be off the grid, then you got to be off the grid. Like you're to not have any type of internet footprint. That's real tough to get away with.
It really does seem that way. I mean, if you're person who has a job or has any kind of responsibilities, it's really hard to get away from your mobile phone as a necessity.
Yeah.
So you're kind of stuck in Google's game.
Have you heard about the new TYT Podcast Network? We have some great new shows for you. Find us wherever you get your podcasts by searching for TYT Network on iTunes, Google Podcasts, or Stitcher, or head on over to tyt.com/audio.